Hey, there's God here, and it's time to talk about Gachiakuta and nail guns, because they really nailed this episode. Okay, I'll stop. This episode was great just for the action, the hype that we had here, and like I said in previous videos, Bundus is quickly becoming one of my favorite characters in this series so far, and I really do hope we get to see more of him, and the faces were also really funny. So let's get into the episode and talk about it. And yes, I'm bald because I chose so still dealing with my throat issues a bit, so again, apologies if I sound weird or randomly burping and things like that. But yeah, this episode we see a bit of a flashback for the moment before Engine showed up at the perfect timing there. Apparently it's only thanks to his hunches and they're usually right. I kind of like a simple reason why he was able to find the other cleaners, especially Rudo, during his confrontation with Zodil. But Bundus, yeah, questioned everything here, him being able to unite them, and Bundus kind of shines on the side of the Raiders for this episode. And yeah, after Engine joined with Zodil and Rudo, every other cleaner kind of takes Engine's lead, and thanks to him, they're able to reunite here, and Rudo is able to break free from Zodil. Unfortunately, we don't get the Engine versus Zodil fight that I was kind of thinking could probably happen, or at least a scuffle between them. I think they're saving Zodil to be a bit of a later fight, kind of like the climax of the arc, or maybe the series. I don't know if he's gonna turn out to be the main villain, or at least one of the main villains, because we still have the entire conspiracy, what's happening with the sphere, the border, the sphere, the one that killed Recto, and so on. Recto still being suspicious, so yeah. Zodil is gonna be a very interesting character for a long time, it seems, here. But him also was great this episode, just that menacing presence behind everybody here. Even while they ignored him a bit, after that they had to turn back to him when he showed a bit of aura or intimidation. But we're gonna get to that. I kind of liked Rio's face when Engine asked her, "Hey, so did you kill somebody?" Before he could even finish the sentence. No. Of course, she technically didn't. Almost, Jabber got killed. Noerde almost, but didn't really, which I kind of think she regrets right now, considering how the episode ended. Maybe she should have pulled that trigger. That would have been interesting if she actually did pull the trigger here. I hope they executed this well. I'm very rarely a fan of characters that don't kill when you actually should kill a villain, an enemy, and so on. I'm curious how they're gonna handle Rio with this rule that she has on herself and with Engine, and I'm curious what that deal was between them. But while everything else was going on, the Beast also started rising, flying through to the border there, so they have to deal with that also. It's a race against time. Either they die, they make it to the sphere, or they fight, or they're able to destroy the core of the Beast there. Rudo instantly rushing for it. He makes a nail gun. Small one, doesn't really work out in his favor. Rio had that cute face again. And here is where we have Bundus taking over the episode and the fight, both of them at the same time. He's the one protecting the core, and apparently this was his interview in a way, his probation period to join the Raider. Even Noerde is one of the newbies here, but he's a newbie Raider, but he seems to be a very much so a veteran fighter here, and he's able to stop the cleaners, actually stop all of them with just 5 of his 6 hands there. It feels like his hands have an answer to each power of the cleaners here. He's very adaptable, versatile with everything he was doing there. Meanwhile, Kathuni was ramping up Noerde to bring her back there. Of course, she's angry. We're gonna touch back a bit with Noerde, but yeah. And goddamn, they cooked hard with the animation here. Bundus versus the cleaner looked great, especially the camera angles, the movement there that we saw. Amazing. Chef's kiss what they do this one, and even the music throughout the episode. If you guys have the songs, please let me know in the comments below if they released them, or if you know the song, please tell me the songs in the comments for this these episodes here. And apparently Bro Santa said that They could do something with this, with Guita's power, but she's taking a nap, because that's what you do during this situation. You just take a nap. She took a hit to the head apparently, and she wants to sleep it off. I hope we're gonna get to see her power, but of course comedic moment here. And after this, Bundus did a great job. Here Zodil says that Bundus is acceptable there, and slowly reviewing everything that was happening. He was staying on the background while everything was happening here, and Rudo tried to sneak to the core, but he of course gets stopped by Bundus here, but he kinda gets frustrated and starts, thanks to Bundus also, looking at himself the same way. Bundus was valuing his vital instrument quite a lot, and Rudo said, hey, I can also do this, I have done it. The gloves are a treasure given to me by Recto. I've cherished them so much. I have to be stronger and stronger. Here he gets the power-up moment. And I don't know, was that like a dream state, a vision, or what he saw there? Inner power, or just his mind going wild, seeing that trash flow there, or maybe connecting with his power here. And he gets the power-up, makes a giant nail gun, and damn, the background song here, this is the song I want. And like I said, please comment below if you know the song here. It was not loud and in your face. The start of it was really cool, the timing for that. And here is where we fully find out Rudo's power, a bit more about it. Apparently, he can use up to 3 pieces of trash, which you found out when we had that Discovery episode with his power. That's why the 3 are the name here. I should have figured that one myself. Sometimes I miss obvious things. I'm dumb. I know. But this time he also focused the power only in one object or 3 times 3 here, and I really liked Rio's and the others reaction there. Even Bundus was a bit taken aback by that, and goddamn, when when Rudo fired that nail, it felt like a rail gun, not a nail gun here. Looked great, the animation. Bundus tried to stop it there. He actually does stop it, keeps it in place, but Rudo is like, how about the second one? Shoots another one into the first nail, and of course breaks through, but misses the core. I think Bundus did enough to deflect that, or maybe Rudo also not fully in tune with his power, wasn't able to fully control that, so both things kind of allowed him to miss that, which I kind of liked that he missed it. Would have been cool at the same time if he hit it, but I liked him missing it just to see what happens next. How are they gonna deal with the beast now, with the border and everything that is going on here. But we also see a bit more. One of my favorite things that I liked about Rudo as a character is how much he cares about objects, and he actually felt bad about his own nail gun or rail gun, however you want to call it, being dusted away, breaking apart after its usage, but also felt bad that empathic thing he has for objects also carried over to Bundus, seeing his objects being broken down there. And this is where Zodil has that intimidation thing, and even everybody turns around to him, and Zodil saying he accepts Bundus and it's time to leave. He kind of achieved his goals, his experiments. He saw the gloves in action, he saw the beast, and so on, pretty much everything. This is why I'm saying he reminds me quite a lot about Aizen. Of course, they're different characters, but they share some similarities, especially about how they view others and how they use them, and that cold demeanor that he has here. And Bundus saying he still has the core of his vital instrument and he can reform it there, which I like that. I really do hope we get to see more Bundus here. And here Zodil just viewing them as guinea pigs and wants to live there. Like I said, he achieved his goals, but Noerde's here and she's mad, definitely mad at Rio. So I don't know, are they gonna regret Rio not pulling the trigger? And like I said, this is one of the things I have to keep my eyes out. I'm really curious how they're gonna handle Rio moving forward, even maybe after this conflict with her healing and the guns being introduced and showing how powerful they are. It's gonna be interesting, this aspect of Gachiakuta, but yeah, they still have a beast to deal. Now Noerde is on a warpath. It's gonna be interesting to see how this one turns out. And Rudo kind of overused his power a bit here, so he's probably gonna be out of commission. So we still haven't seen Zodil's power. We saw a glimpse of it last episode with that clad in armor mask that he has. I don't know if it's gonna be fully on himself since he uses the cape. It's gonna be interesting how his power is, but I think they're saving him a bit later on. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. We're very close to the end of season 1. I hope he's gonna get a season 2. And speaking of that, I saw, man, I'm tired of that, the censorship. I saw the manga and everybody was crying about the censored Rudo. He didn't give a thumbs down to Zodil. He actually gave him the middle finger when he said, fuck no, I'm not joining. Of course, I'm paraphrasing there. But of course, they're always... And I saw the bullshit. I'm tired of people complaining this moving part. When a character moves in the anime, frames aren't supposed to be taken still. It's movement. People... Oh... engine doesn't look the same way as in the manga. His neck or the shadows, they're ignoring the lighting, the movement. I'm so tired of manga readers, especially for how cool of a job they've been doing with the animation and adaptation here. They're just complaining this one frame is not the same way as in the manga. And they're different mediums. One is still, one is color and in motion, and they achieved different things here. But what we got here, and I saw the comparison, you're dumb if you're that type of person. I have a video with most annoying things anime fans do, but I do agree with the censorship things. I don't know why. A lot of animes are scared of middle fingers, but blowing brains, murder and things like that are fine, but middle finger, no, no, no. But anyway, that's a ramble, a rant for another thing. Check out that annoying fans, anime fans video if you guys want me to go deeper in stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about Gachiakuta. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Gachiakuta. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.